Stratospheric is the foundation for the development of a weather satellite that will permit man to determine the world's cloud layer and ultimately to control the weather, and he who controls the weather will control the world.
The current paradigm, our current reality, seems to many carved in stone, unshakable, permanent. This could not be further from the truth. Great challenges and change, as of yet unimaginable to most, are now perilously close. None of it will seem real until it is real, and it will come like a tornado in the night. Doubling down on denial. This is the overall societal trajectory we are on. Go along to get along. Collective cowardice. If the majority of society continues to behave in this manner, consider that mutually assured certain demise awaits us all on the current course. But amongst the sea of denial, some are swimming with all their might. Some are standing against the storm. Some see through the smoke and mirrors and the power structure orchestrated theater of the absurd. Completely scripted dramas on completely controlled mainstream media, completely distracting so much of the population, while a precious few have summoned their courage and are making their voices heard for the greater good at this most critical time in human history. To be clear, the fate of the human race, and indeed of life on Earth, hangs in the balance. To those that are still going about their lives hoping that somehow everything will magically work out, that someone somewhere is taking care of the problems that we face, the challenges that we face, and that our lives will somehow magically continue to go on as they are. Please take a long look at the horizon. Please objectively investigate the frontline facts without bias, ideology, or preconception. This is not just an option, it's an absolute obligation for us all.
Carver 13, Mesa, Arizona, USA. I have taken all these pictures with the exception of a few. These were all taken right here in Mesa, Arizona in 2018, mostly in September. So I put together these time lapses to show you that there's certainly not a contrail, not that we should even be discussing it. This geoengineering is real. It spreads out. It moves clouds. It seeds the sky to some extent. It's just a mechanism to steer the clouds. That's all it is. It really is. But the byproducts are coming down on us, and that's real.
Form of human activity that alters the energy balance of the planet is a form of geoengineering. The list of human activities that are damaging the planet is unimaginably long, and to ignore that is to ignore reality. That's not rational. If we take one single form of human activity, that's the single biggest piece of the puzzle. It's climate engineering. Single most destructive human endeavor ever launched by the human race. It is the single greatest threat we face, the most immediate threat we face, short of nuclear cataclysm. Must keep the entire picture in mind in order to stand on credible ground, which allows us to build bridges with academia that so far betrayed the human race and the entire web of life. And I realize jobs and pensions are at stake, but how much will those jobs and pensions matter if you're in academia? How much will they matter on a planet that doesn't support life? Answer, they won't. They won't. Stand up, band together so you can't be easily marginalized. Stand up and make your voices heard now. We don't have tomorrow. Winter weather that has just occurred from former record warmth. How does this happen exactly? It's called climate engineering, using patented processes of chemical ice nucleation for weather modification. We can see this on the radar, bands of far above freezing temperature precipitation that just flashes out to frozen from chemical ice nucleation elements being dumped into that precipitation from aircraft above the clouds. That's how it happens. Don't believe me, though. Please don't believe me. Please actually investigate. There's a new category on geoengineeringwatch.org titled Engineering Winter. On the top toolbar and in the right side article column, do a thorough examination of the articles in that section. You will not like what you learn.